Casino eye cam there. You can see some cloud cover, but the sun's still shining and enjoying some pretty warm weather. It's still feeling like summer, Matt.
It definitely still feels like summer, and we still have about a week or so here of August. But I tell you what, as the sun gets lower in the sky, these evenings we're able to cool off just a little bit more. We've got a great evening setting up. No matter what your plans are, this evening looks great. Maybe you're headed to the Nationals game. Springfield's in town. We're going to start in those 80s, but then quickly by about 10 o'clock, we should be in the 70s and 70s the rest of this evening. But I think we're dry this evening. All the puffy clouds that are out there continue to shrivel up a little bit as the sun sets, and there's just not enough water in them for them to really bring any rain. In the River Valley this evening, we've got some 80s for a while, and then by about 10 o'clock, we should be in the 70s. But it's also quiet for us. We've had more downpours this week in the River Valley just because we're farther south. We're closer to a storm system that's sitting off towards our south. And we've had little downpours kind of going along I-40, but as they chug along west, they fall apart before they really get to the River Valley. There's that system that we've been talking about that's produced a lot of flooding rain from Texas through Louisiana, even southern portions of Arkansas, which now all burn bans have been canceled across the entire state. We still have, I think, 21 burn bans as of this morning in Oklahoma, but we finally have gotten some good rainfall for a lot of us in parts of Arkansas. We're still in a drought, but at least some of the topsoil is doing a little bit better for that wildfire danger specifically. Heavy rain continues to hit the deep south, but this system continues to push south and east away from us, so we are drying out. But we're only going to be drying out temporarily because we've got another storm system coming in this weekend. Saturday should still be mostly dry, but then by Sunday, this front approaches, bringing us more storm chances coming in from the north and west. So overall, what's next? We had a beautiful day today. I think we got more beautiful days ahead for the rest of the work week, for the rest of the school week. Looks great. And as we get more sun, we're going to warm back up to the 90s. Today we flirted with 90s. We were close, but I think better 90s for tomorrow and into the weekend. But then by Sunday, those rain chances start to return. Until then, beautiful weather tomorrow. Nice start in the 60s and 70s. We should warm up to some 90s south of the hill. North of the hill, I think we'll stick with the 80s in northwest Arkansas, but upper 80s, so it'll be a touch warmer. Here's a look at future casts. This evening, no matter what your plans are, weather-wise, we're looking pretty good. Waking up tomorrow morning, we'll have mostly clear skies. Meteorologist Zach Scott, he's going to help you get out the door with those 60s and 70s. And then I think by lunchtime, we'll be in the 80s and some 90s later into the afternoon. Great weather for the rest this week, but once that storm system that's up in the northern plains arrives, our rain chances do go up. You really start to notice some Sunday, and then Monday may be the wettest day, but then it looks like much of next week looks pretty rainy. The front may stick around, giving us several rain chances. And as we look across the natural state in terms of how much rain through the end of August, the last day of August is Wednesday. We could try to pick up, this darker color, we're right in that 1-inch rain. We could try to pick up another inch or so of rain for the final days of August. Usually for the last week of August, we pick up about a ½ inch. So we'll be about double our average for the last week, depending on where the downpour set up. In the meantime, enjoy a lot of sun in northwest Arkansas, 80s and 90s, 90s in the River Valley. We shake off the storms from this week, but then more storms come right back at us starting on Sunday.
And the cooler temperatures next week, too.
Next week looks a lot cooler. Yeah.
All right, Matt, thanks. Coming up, Northside, Fort Smith Northside may have the grizzlies, but a black bear spotted on the south side of town.
The latest on the search